So we resume. See, I started this series of videos with the full intention of keeping it green, keeping it in peace, touching on the, the drainage issue down there, touching on the situation with the, the poverty, the housing, what we can do about it, the prime position that we're in, and all of that. And then I just got sidetracked, and I got a wee bit agitated because I got onto the subject of the scandal, the international scandal that's brewing, and that my own embassy is fueling with defamatory, inflammatory emails, sending me a PDF that when I open my email from my own embassy, the PDF attached said, "Warning, Ashtung." Warning for what? For speaking, for adding my embassy to email chains which they find embarrassing because they didn't act when I gave them the reports of that they should have acted on around a British child in problems. And then you go on YouTube and you got Georgie Porgy, pudding and pie, kissed the girls and made them cry. Can you imagine there's a lot of young Colombian girls that are crying right now because they've got, not saying it's you, George. I'm sure you're an honourable man, right? So not slurring you, right? I'm saying that whilst you're here supporting the government, right, and supporting local projects with your £1.4 million investment, and not attending to the child who I've been asking you to help for months, my son, whilst he's not being fed properly, and his mother started that project that you're paying for. And yesterday I sent you an email with your name. It's the second one, I believe, George. You got your staff member, now another English lady, to write me a really intimidating email, considering the history of the British state and what we know our history well, don't we, George? What we've done, what we've not done, what wars we've started, what wars we started on lies, Iraq, weapons of mass destruction. But does anybody ever get an apology, George? Or do we just keep threatening them? Because if you don't shut up, you know what'll happen. I ain't stepping foot back in England now. You can forget it, mate. And you also mentioned, you think I'm going to go there with my son and I'll get arrested because I dared to publicly denounce the bad behaviour of your embassy. Are you insane that you would threaten someone who's had their life threatened, on record had their life threatened, over WhatsApp had their life threatened, and the local police who are like incredibly patient, and some of them incredibly fascistic and aggressive, dominating, in front of my own son, Georgito, so your girlfriend calls you. Hopefully I don't want to go there. See, you start getting personal, don't you? Because you've made it personal by not helping me, George. You made this personal, George. I'm gonna sue your ass, George. I'll sue you from here to hell, Georgie. Personally, from Colombia. I'll ask the president to back me up, and I bet he will as well. Because an hour after I went to calm down, after I responded to your email, calmly and politely and like, hey, back off. I get back and then I get the two lovely Colombian girls. Not the British Nazi legal department warning me. How dare you warn me? I'm warning you. How dare you warn me? You don't want my child, you don't want me, and from what I can gather, your whole AI for peace, yeah, UN infiltration of the Young Minds project, including my own son, enrolled in your project. Now I'm angry. Now I'm speaking. With anger, but with control. Moderating my tone. Moderating my energy. Moderating my cortisol levels. Breathing deep in the nature. Coming back down to earth. Coming back down to reality. Makes you mad, doesn't it, man? They take your kid and they take away your house. You get abused like for years, verbally, psychologically, heavily abused in the house. As a man, you know, as a man with respect and a lot of energy and love for your son. I get dragged. I didn't get dragged. Brought myself here. Come to Colombia thinking the good life, you know, and then you ask your own embassy. Is that right? I even ask you, George, your staff got in touch with me after months of me petitioning, just involving you. So I thought, well, sooner or later it's gonna click. You're gonna go, shit, man needs help. The man needs help. But no. So your stuff, the two Gabrielles, the two angels who I felt on the day I was crying, I cried. I didn't look at the video, George. I asked you to study it. I asked you to send it to me. I asked you on the email. How rude of you to assault me and attack me. Not even be a man and do it yourself. Use one of you higher up in the legal side, because the Colombian girls don't want anything to do with it. Because they're in a different department, aren't they, George? It's a different process, isn't it, George? As they say over here in Colombia, when they chop up your life into little itty bitty pieces and throw you in a court where they consume every little piece, including your soul, your heart, your son, your love, your mom, your life, your dad. Eat every little itty bitty piece so there's nothing left and shit you out down the Colombian sewer that is the legal family system. Georgie Porgy kissed the girls, made them cry. Bet there's a lot of girls crying now in Colombia because it's legal age for sex is 14 and it's pedo central, isn't it? Come, you know, having sex, prostitutes. 14. Who made that rule up? How come that's not been changed? Should be 14's okay if you're 16 and you're 14. But if you're over 18, you're with a 14-year-old. It's not, is it? It'd be okay for you know. Well, if it's okay right for you. That's the issue, isn't it? It is okay for a lot of people, though. If I had my way in King Paul's world, I would say any foreign man, any effing gringo comes here, right, and they want to start messing with the kids, right, and the court with a 14-year-old girl, you know what I do? You know, 33 years possibly. Locked up with the other pedos. Pedo paradise, look at the mountains. I had an idea for a pedo prison. You take the mountain tops in Colombia, far from where any people live, and then you build, like, you go down subterranean, you put like levels in. You put like 10 levels, right? Like you put all the right nasty, really nasty ones right at the bottom, right? And like level 1, level 2, la. And then on the top you've got that big farm, that big nice farm. Nice farm. They all get to come out, the whole farm, a couple of hours a day, get fresh air, And they've got like everything that they need down there, including the dungeon level 6. I think we should have 666 maximum in the dungeon. I like my numerology, I do. It's amazing. Like, it's crazy, man. The numerology is crazy. It's 33 years for the pedos, foreign pedos, gringo pedos. 33 years. Right, nasty buggers in the dungeon level 6 with your 665 mates, compadres. You could even do private prisons and say to other governments, give us your pedos, pay us, rather than dealing with the problem yourself, especially where they haven't got separate wings, and when they go in prison they still get murdered, which is the case in Colombia. Yeah, you know, like they've got private prisons and they've got all the black lads locked up in them because that's who they target and it's big business. Why don't you do the same? Government could do the same, but with the pedos. Say, look, we'll clean up your problem, get them out of your society, over here, banged up, you know, long time, and then you charge. That's one way of bringing in revenue, because you can get the farm earning, so the prison earns enough it's self-sustainable, and then you're laughing, you've made loads of money for every year that would cost the relative governments to house that pedo. Just say, we'll do it, and we'll do it for, say, whatever, 50% less. Imagine that. You got all the space, you know. Bet you got some deep underground military bases going on that are going to be defunct as well, like around the world. You see all these videos on YouTube. I don't know like how much of it's true, but we know that they obviously they exist, but for what purposes, and I know the rest of it. But yeah, they could just convert the dumbs, couldn't they? Nice light plane coming down there now. There's a military airport down there. A lot of aircraft coming. I intend to fly soon. Right, I've got a meeting very soon, I better go. Wow, what a rant. Covered a lot of ground. Yeah, I'm really upset, you know. And I've got the Fiscalier in Amenazante being cheeky as well, basically saying I'm rambling. That's what he's saying, not being precise. He don't know what I'm on about. That's for a reason, Armando. It's called creating a pattern. It's called laying breadcrumbs. It's called when you overlay the corruption, the time, the people involved in the emails chains, and even where the people appear in the chain, there's an encryption code within that. And that encryption code, because of the nature of the last communication with you and where I placed you in the chain, had the desired effect with your last email, reminding me that I'm under investigation and also accused of slander and a number of other heinous crimes. And thanks for reminding me. And just on that note, I'll leave it for the Secretary of Government in Samana. He said that I've actually got 100 cases against me, and I thought, oh my God, 100 cases. And he said, yeah, with Laura Fernandez next to him like that, try to push me out the door with the tattoos like that. It's crazy. Put them away. Have a bit of respect, man. Show less bust. My God, you're in a position public office. Shouldn't be dressed like that, girl. Well, you're not now, are you? Because you buggered off. So yeah, Mando, going off on tangents again. Yeah, I was distracted, wasn't I? Just a little red number, low cut and agitated. It's like, bloody hell, I'm trying to keep my mind on the job. I've got a son here to protect and recover. Will you stop doing that with your tetters? Laura Fernandez, Juan Pablo Meja Hurtados. Well, you're not hurting me, Hurtados. You didn't hurt my son either. I dealt with you. Where are you now? You don't respond, and I've got your boss in Amenazante saying, oh, will you be precise? You don't do your jobs, none of yous. No wonder AI's taking over the law. Needs to. Give us all a break. The 99% that are being abused by you lot. You're outrageous. You create a law. You bring in the laws and then you don't even abide by them. What's that? It's chaos and anarchy within the state institutions. Fortunately, you got a few sensible people, well-meaning, who finally, after years of abuse, have finally, through my sporadic and my, rambling and emails that go off on tangents like my videos, despite all of that, with it being a case of gang stalking, it's very difficult to keep your mind on one thing and on one direction when you're getting like piranhas coming in from every direction. It's like, bloody hell, get off my ass, you know what I mean? Like, it's difficult, isn't it, to keep your mind. What I'm saying to you is, Armando, that you didn't control your rogue fiscaliers between the three jurisdictions as well, the two, Samana and Dorada, and you dare tell me that I'm under investigation. You're under investigation, Armando. Under presidential investigation and international investigation, because you're part of the international fraud, sequester of a child, and psychological abuse, which was demonstrated by your last email, which I won't respond to yet. I said quite a bit of what I was gonna say this morning, but I thought, no, wait. So I've put it there. We'll leave it there for now. I think I've said enough, made myself clear. I'm gonna go and I've got a nice meeting now with some very beautiful health tech that's helping the planet and helping people, the light system. So I've actually got a meeting with the people that supply them, Jason Shirker's team. What I'm interested in is environmental harmonisation, using the tech combined with other tech and ideas that I've got to enhance that tech. So I've got two lives at the moment. I feel like I'm in two timelines. I'm in the dirty, down, crack gutter, fighting against the elements within the systems of man that I think they can sit on my face zone, and you can't, right? And I'm in the supercharged, connected globally, beautiful sports city on the mountain and big temple on the top, Shaolin temple, Ganesh temple on that forest reserve over there, music school, new residential dwellings in harmony, in balance with nature, happy dog, chicken and beef, steak. Bobby, do you want the steak? Every day. Hey, Bobby. He said, yeah. Every day with Matty, flying around the mountains. And happy. That's what I'm just stepping into now. I've had my good moan. I've had my rant, I've had my moan, I've got it all off my chest. I've got a lot off the chest. So I'm going to go back and see my lovely lady who's doing me a grand favour of washing my clothes at the moment. Go and have a coffee with her, pick up my clothes, and go and speak to Jason Shirker's team about these pyramids of peace. Pyramids of peace. Oh, I heard them say, oh, pyramids of peace. What are they? What are they? From North East Manchester. Oh, pyramids of peace. Who do you think you are? Paulie, innit? Paulie. King Paulie's world it is. Right, I'm off. Captain's log. 22nd of January. I'm on it. And I'm on one. And you can't keep a good man down. I am Paul the Bouncy Ball. The harder you throw me down, the higher I'm going to climb. That's what a good friend of mine said to me after I'd been through a particularly bad rough spot. And I was back on form. Bouncy Ball Paul. Right, it's enough for me. My ramblings, my tangents. It's the curse of being a lateral-minded genius. So hard to live in such a linear world, with the straights, the blue meanies and all that. Ooh, give me a flute. Give me a flute. Give me a flute and a drum. Watch it, Bobby. Right. Peace and love. Out.